industry producing high-quality video live to your screen on any device. From high school sports to gaming and creative content. Our guest is a production supervisor at the new and upcoming streaming company LocalLive.tv, but also dreams of becoming a full-time broadcaster on Twitch.tv, playing games like Destiny and Monster Hunter World. And now meet our guest, Daquan Cole.
Hello and welcome to Person to Person. Today we'll be meeting an individual who dedicates his life to provide top quality content onto your screen to either help you see your kid hit a grand slam during a playoff game or entertaining you with his wise commentary on current events or cracking some jokes during his own personal streams on Twitch TV. Now, I would like you to meet our guest, Daquan Cole. Hi, thank you for being here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So, Daquan, what made you get into streaming?
That's a pretty interesting question. Getting into streaming it's actually funny because when it came to my family, I would talk to them a whole bunch to the point where I would annoy them and they would say, hey, talk to somebody else. And so eventually I started doing YouTube, I started making videos, and then I said, you know what, this isn't the type of feedback I need. I need to have some live feedback. So I decided to get into live streaming, and it's been the best thing for me. It's a creative outlet. I get to talk to people all the time, and it makes me feel good.
Oh, okay, awesome. So I know what Twitch is. Could you describe what Local Live is?
So Local Live is a startup company, and let's just say, for instance, if you had kids that went to a private school, you never get to see your kids. They're always away. You only get to see them on holidays. And they have basketball games, football games, and current event stuff that they're doing at the school. And you want to be in the loop. So you could either write them or call them. But what we do is we put security cameras like the ones outside of banks. We put them on poles, and we film the games from our office in Stanford using Xbox controllers. So it's pretty neat.
Oh, awesome. So what are some of your responsibilities in the software you use daily with Local Live?
So at Local Live, a lot of the software we use is the camera control software. Like I said before, you use the Xbox controller, you can control the camera. And what my responsibility is that I have to set up every single event. So make sure the cameras are looking good, the audio sounding good, the scoreboard's aligned, all the other good stuff. And then I have to direct our GPs, our game producers, who are filming the games. Just let them know to zoom in, zoom out, that sort of thing.
Okay, nice. So what do you think separates Local Live from other streaming services?
So Local Live is unique because we say that we build a community, because a lot of the issues with Facebook Live and YouTube and other live streaming platforms that you don't really control the content. YouTube could use your content to advertise for their own sort of thing, and with Local Live, it's all in-house. If you want things to be private, we'll make it private. You want things out there, we'll put it out there. Such things as advertisements, for example. Let's just say if there's a message that you want to get out, that you really want to convey, that we can do that for you. And while if you're on YouTube, you don't control the ads, YouTube does. So what if the ad that plays before your live stream isn't something that you really align yourself with?
Okay, so I just want to know, how did you find out about this job, and how was it when you got started?
So I moved to Stanford 2 days after my high school graduation. Didn't even know about anything, and I asked my professor at UConn. I said, I need a job. Stuff's expensive. And then he said, there's this internship opportunity at this company. Go and try to see what's up. And so I went there and I met with my boss, Nelson, who's the current CEO of Local Live right now. And he asked me a bunch of questions about what I like to do. It was pretty weird because it wasn't your standard interview. He was asking more about me, how I am as a person. And then when I mentioned to him that I live stream separately on Twitch, that he said, oh, this is the perfect thing for you. And it was a little bit hard to get into at first because I'm not that into sports. But now I can't go a day without listening to basketball, baseball. Stuff like that.
That's awesome. So can you get into some of the highlights and what you experienced during basketball and what you're looking forward to for next season?
Okay, so the thing that I love about doing this, and especially basketball in particular, is that I can tell the story of our schools. So each one of our schools, they have like a dedicated fan base, and even though they're really far away, I'm still a part of it. So like we have a couple schools in New Jersey, some in California, and they don't have any idea who I am. But I'm following each and every individual player,
incredible.
and when they make that shot and they do that thing, then I feel like I'm along for the ride, and I get excited too.
That's awesome! Wow, those live tapes look great. It's a lot of fun. And you weren't even there for that?
No, I was sitting at the office, and I was watching it behind a monitor. That's in New Jersey.
It looks great. It looks like you were actually there. Wow. Looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So one of your hobbies is video games and Twitch as a platform. Do you do your own personal streaming, or what do you typically play on?
So normally I'm a console streamer. I play mainly console games, and I stream whenever I can when I'm not live streaming at Local Live. It's actually pretty funny because majority of my content on Twitch revolves around me talking about what I do on a day-to-day basis. So like I'll tell everyone I'm a full-time broadcaster, even though I'm not really. Like, so live streaming is my job, live streaming is my hobby. It's what I like to do.
And what kind of games do you play?
Mainly, typically I play a lot of Monster Hunter. I really like Monster Hunter. It's a really good game. Destiny is a good game as well. I like playing that. Occasionally I'll venture into other areas.
What are you any releases you're looking forward to right now?
Right now, Sea of Thieves mainly. Sea of Thieves. It's a pirate game.
Okay, nice. And so Twitch as a platform has been experiencing competition from other content creation sites, Mixers, YouTube, Hitbox. What do you think? What do you prefer about Twitch compared to the others?
I like the community around Twitch. I feel like everyone's trying to help each other succeed. Like a couple of times during my first broadcast, I had a couple people raid me. So if you don't understand what that is, that's where a bunch of people from one stream come to your stream. And I didn't have that many people watching me at the time, but then I had 200 people come in, and I got really excited. And every time I get really excited, everyone wants to clip it, and it's real entertaining and I like to relive those moments over and over and showing other people like the stuff that I do.
That's great. So, Twitch looks really interesting. So, definitely what's really the difference between Twitch and for example, like Hitbox or...
So all of them are the platforms, so it's pretty much exactly the same thing, but it's just the little things, like support and the direction that the site's taking. Like if I send an email out to one of the Twitch staff, they'll get back to me within a day. On YouTube, it might be a week. So just the little things for the content creators that really...
And you're being paid to play as well, is that correct?
Sorta. Right now, technically, I'm an affiliate, so I'm a contractor for Twitch. So I do have the ability to monetize my streams, but I don't really do it because it's kind of taboo when you're really small to keep pushing after the money because everyone thinks you're kind of money hungry, and that's not true.
You kind of just want to show your skills first. That's awesome. Well, we've met someone who has had a positive impact to those at the workplace and anyone he meets on the internet to say hello on his streams. I'd like to thank Daquan for stopping today, and thank you, the viewer, you tuning in to today's edition of Person to Person. We hope to see you soon. Thank you. Well, thanks. I'm glad you came today.
Thank you.